Hello, good day, guys. My name is Nick, technical analyst of SuperForex. Today, we are looking at the analysis first on indices, and we'll be talking about NAS 100 today and fundamental news events following NAS 100. Recently, we've seen that Nasdaq 100 futures rose above 0.7%, and this is a real-time headline, of course, because there are more news events surrounding this delivered in minutes, but we are picking currently what is in the books for the NAS 100 composite index. Now, we can see, of course, that it has been balancing on a very important resistance zone following news events, series of news events coming in. And this shows that there's a really difficult prediction to this composite index because it rose in the past few days to its highest point at 1.161667.7 and then looked out for retracement. But then we are heading back to a very important speculation of reaching back to that point and surpassing that resistance zone. But prior to this, we need much more important fundamentals to push this. And we are taking hold of the fact that also the S&P 500 futures rose significantly the same time with NAS 100. And we are thinking that this has to do something with top US banks having a change in interest rates for these indices. This supposed composite indices. So what we have to expect from this on technical level, we have seen a respect to a very important resistance zone. And this should mean a touch of that zone, a free fall to touch the first support at 55 pips at 15965.8, and maybe a retracement down to 15875.1, which is about 154 pips, which is of course good money. And that's our technical analysis on today's composite index NAS 100. Now let's move over to the stock markets. Yes, hello, welcome back, guys. And on today's stock market, we're having a look at beer giant Heineken. And now we have seen that Heineken sold 4.2% less beer in third quarter as the Dutch beer brewer faced a challenging macroeconomic climate and consumers were, deterred by the high prices. The company in August sold its Russia operations for €1 more than a year after saying it would quit its business there due to the war in Ukraine. Now, Heineken beer sales fell about 4.2%. Volumes were down, and this had been as the third quarter Dutch brewer completed the longer-awaited exit of its Russia's operations, and consumers were, a big part of the higher prices. But nevertheless, Heineken shares were 2% higher in early trades today, and yesterday, and American sales were a lone bright spot, increasing 2.2% as Europe sales dropped 8.6%, and its Africa, Middle East, and Eastern Europe business shared about 15.4%, which is a wholesome. Now, net profit for the first 9 months slowed from 2.199 billion euros to 1.924 billion, including the impact from Russia. It reiterated a full-year operating profit growth forecast of 0 to middle single-digit percentage growth, which was welcomed, of course, by analysts. Now, Heineken in August sold its business in Russia to domestic firm Analyst Group, which took about 100% of shares and assets, including its 7 breweries for a symbolic €1. It is said that it had improved, or rather provided employment guarantees for 1,800 employees in the space of 3 years. This is really some important news event, of course, that has been having a whole lot of impact for Heineken. And this summer is expected to hit €300 million, including foreign exchange progresses. And this, of course, is going to have some impact on the beer giant Heineken. We are looking out for resistance reach out at 83.8451, which from this point, it's about a wholesome 1,480 pips, and an extension could mean heading for 3,000 plus pips at 85.760.3. And that's our technical analysis on today's beer giant Heineken. I remain your host, Nick. Bye for now.